In with Cedric Haynes in for Alana. And Cedric, boy, that picture behind you.
Yeah.
It's time.
It's time. It's time. You go to bed, you wake up the next day, and wow, voila, it's back to wintertime. This is at Alta, the Sugarloaf Peak, and as you can see, yeah, they've had some snowfall today, folks, and it's covering the ground, and it's covering some of the trees out there, looking more like Christmas almost, but not quite yet. But I will tell you, we've got a lot more of this snow coming our way, especially in some of the higher elevations here. Here's another look here at Snowbird here. This is Hidden Peak, and you can see at times it's been hidden because of the clouds and the snow that's been falling there. And again, you can see the snow covering the grounds, covering the mountain peaks as well. And again, we've got more of that snow heading our way. So let's take a look at the temperature change, because to get scenes like that, we've had to have a major change because we've been dealing with so many days of these record high temperatures, right? But today, not so much. These temperatures are some 20 to 25 degrees cooler than yesterday at this time, and they continue to drop a little bit. So it's 55 degrees in Logan, 55 in Salt Lake City, Provo at 55 degrees. We've got 50 in Vernal, 55 degrees in Wendover, down to 38 degrees now in Elko. So that's the second batch of cold air that's going to be moving in later on tonight. So let's set the stage for everything. Here's the current weather map, and you can see we've got that southwesterly flow still coming in. Still a little breezy, by the way, over southeastern portions of Utah. And we've had some scattered showers, even some flashes of lightning and some small hail that's been falling from some of these isolated storms in the east. That's wave number one. That's beginning to move off towards the north and east. But wave number two is developing here to our north and west. You can see the center of that up towards Oregon and Idaho. And that's going to be dropping and swinging through the state as we go throughout this evening, bringing more widespread precipitation. And as that cold air continues to work its way in, more of that high mountain snow actually turning into some heavy snow in pockets, and even some snow down to parts of the valley floors and parts of the Beehive State. So big changes heading our way. So you can see here comes that second wave starting to move in with that next batch of cold air as we get towards this evening, around 8, 9 o'clock this evening. And then as that precipitation becomes more widespread between about 9 o'clock tonight and after midnight, we'll see more of that widespread rain starting to get a little heavier. And as it gets heavier, it pulls down more of that cold air. And so those snow levels drop. And so you see these pockets of dark blue that show up even across central and southwestern portions of Utah. That's some heavy snow potential. And we'll wake up to that rain snow mix early on your Friday morning before things start to taper off into the afternoon, but still some precipitation ongoing across the southeastern half of the state all the way through at least the first half of Saturday. But eventually we'll start to clear things out by the time we get towards Friday afternoon into Saturday. Overall, the good news, about a quarter to an inch of liquid precipitation is on the way. The bad news, that colder air means some of this will fall as frozen precipitation. We've got winter weather alerts from the northern half of the area, the Cache Valley, Uintas, Wasatch back down through central and southern sections, as we could be talking about 1 to 2 feet up towards the Cottonwoods, about 10 to 18 inches for the Wasatch Mountains south of I-80, central and southern mountains 8 to 16 inches, the Uinta Mountains 7 to 18 inches, and the Wasatch Plateau about 2 to 6 inches of snow. Now, beyond the snow, we've got more winter weather conditions in terms of freezing temperatures. So places like the West Desert, as you get towards Delta, north of Cedar City, tonight through Friday morning, could see temperatures into the mid-20s. We could be talking about temperatures dropping down to around freezing in some of these light blue spots up towards Cache Valley, Utah County, over towards Castle Country as well. So it's going to be cold. And if that wasn't enough, folks, how about this? As we get into your Friday evening, we could have some of those canyon winds kicking in across the northern Wasatch Front there and that mountains as well. And that could mean that we could be talking about wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour. So a high wind watch in effect. If you're going to the BYU game, bundle up. We're going to be talking about some scattered showers, clouds, temperatures into the 40s. The Ute game on Saturday, a little drier, still on the chilly side as we fall from the 50s into the 40s by the end of the game. But as you can see, St. George, yeah, it's going to be a chilly day with some rain tomorrow. We'll struggle to get out of the 50s, and the Wasatch Front rain snow mix drying out slowly for the weekend.